Tower Battles. Tower Battles is considered to be the original tower defense game. Even while outdated, it still holds the most iconic towers, enemies, and maps all across Roblox. And without its existence, it is likely that most of the games on this list wouldn't exist or would be very different. The main gimmick about this game is the special towers and bosses, which influenced a lot of other games' design choices. The funny part is, though, nowadays a lot of new users don't even know this game exists, even if they are a major tower defense player. Tower Defense Simulator. Tower Defense Sim is for sure one of the highest quality but most monetized tower defense games. While its bosses and towers are beyond some of the best the platform has to offer, the majority of its stuff is locked behind a paywall, especially skins. The best way to describe this game is the Overwatch of tower defense games, being very high quality, but very expensive and full of battle passes and loot crates. This game does have some very good balancing in towers, however, and is constantly trying to make its past towers better, which is one of the best parts of this game. Tower Defense X. Tower Defense X is essentially what is considered to be the literal successor of Tower Battles, having official lore from Tower Battles in TDX. TDX also uses the Golden Tower system that Tower Battles came up with. This game was also made by John Roblox, a very recognizable name in the Roblox community, which would definitely explain its large player count on launch. It's definitely praised for its weird gimmicks, such as tower deaths, no path maps, and different types of bullets and mobility. However, one of the things it isn't praised for is its tower power creeping, where certain towers are miles better than others. But this is also a pro in itself, as it definitely feels more worth the hard work you put in for your towers, but that does mean that it is very hard to join harder modes with worse towers. On the bright side, however, with the game still being updated, there is still a lot of support for this TD game and what modes it will have to offer. Tower Blitz. Tower Blitz is a very interesting tower defense game, being very lore-oriented and having a lot to offer as far as information goes. Its towers are pretty original, and this game is generally loved by a lot of people. This game is also very unique in that it has multiple versions of a mode with multiple types of bosses. However, with towers' multiple paths, the towers themselves are generally hard to balance, and there are very meta ways to farm modes. But with the game recently receiving its last major update for good, it's definite that this game will probably be dead in around a year. Doom's Fire Defense. Doom's Fire Defense is a retro tower defense game that has a lot of retro theming. This game is both liked and hated, mainly because of the retro slot movement. I would say that this game is unique in the way it's made, but in its theming it isn't as original as other games. That doesn't mean it's bad, however. It still has very unique tower mechanics and enemy features, and it is a pretty charming game. World Tower Defense. World Tower Defense is also a retro-like game, but instead it has a different type of tower system. In this game, it uses an open map system instead to defend a crystal. While the idea is there, the balancing is very lackluster. It's not the best pick of the bunch. All-Star Tower Defense X. This game is an anime tower defense game, and it copies a bunch of mainstream media characters, gives them different names, and puts them into their own game. The quality is actually pretty moderate, but with major gambling systems aimed at kids, this does raise a lot of concerns. I would say the best part of the game is for sure the units themselves, as their attacks are actually pretty interesting and unique overall. Paradigm Shift Tower Defense. This is a very underrated tower defense game. While the visuals are lacking, the music, coding, and special moments really do make this game shine overall. It does include a lot of good towers, so as long as you can get through the boring beginning. I don't have much time before the video ends, so if you guys enjoy this, subscribe, as I'm giving away 50 Tower Battles EDJs over the next month. I'm serious. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.